what you're doing. And I'm definitely tuned in.
This is Jenny Superfly Snooker, aka your favorite snow bunny, and I'm tuned in live with King Eric Productions and Off the Cuff Radio.
Hi, my name's Jeanette. I'm in the UK and I check out King Eric Productions. Keep doing what you're doing, baby.
Hey, this is Jenny, aka Blue Lotus Flower, and I am now watching King Eric Productions.
Hi, I'm CEO Sarah Coleman from Youthful Secret by Sarah, and I'm tuned in live with King Eric Productions and Off the Cuff Radio Live, the best hip-hop channel on YouTube. Much love from the West Coast.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Vero G, and you're tuned into Off the Cuff Radio live stream with your girl Vero G, and I'm so excited to be on the show, and much love to y'all. Y'all already know.
It's your tatty goddess taking some time out to show my angel, King Eric Productions, some juicy love.
Hey everybody, it's Tiffany Nicole, and I just want to give a huge shout out and congratulations to King Eric Productions for making 600 episodes. I love what you do. You're literally making the stars align. So keep going. You know you have 110,000% of my support and everything that you do.
What up? It's McFad. Shout out to King Eric and King Eric Productions. That's my folks. Keep up the good work. You know what it is. McFad was here.
McFat was here.
Radio, yes sir. Live and direct, man. We in the building. How y'all doing out there tonight? Hold on, we hit this light, man. It's gonna be a dark time right here. It's gonna be dark right here, cause let me tell y'all something. It's getting real in these sports streets out here, y'all. And for those who don't know, Stephen A. Smith, he may want that fade. He been talking a little spicy today. Well, LeBron James, now, for context purposes, LeBron James did a podcast with Pat McAfee. And, you know, he responded to the things that Stephen A. was saying weeks ago, saying that he was like the Taylor Swift, he's on his Taylor Swift vibe, and he's going to be like this thirsty clout chaser when he gets this response. And Stephen A., he's taking it there. And see, what's going on here with this is this. It's like his ego is bruised. This thing is similar to how Chris Rock was feeling. The difference is Stephen A. didn't get smoked. Because when a man is stepping to you and he's stepping to you in a certain position and it's looking like you got your hands in your pockets and you don't want no form of confrontation. LeBron is over here towering over him. He got his little suit. He got his hands in the suit jacket and all. It kind of looks bad for Stephen A's point. And now, since then, he's been kind of like salvaging his ego ever since. Like, he's been going on a podcast run for the past week. He was on Gilbert Arenas' show. He addressed it on his podcast. He's definitely still hurt. His ego is burnt. Darkwing, what's up? But see, there's a lot of wrong to break down on this situation here. See, number one, you don't mention a man's son, man. Like, there's ways of mentioning things and keeping things within the basketball context. Now, he should have went ahead and mentioned Bronny James's play. He should have mentioned Bronny James's play, how he's not playing to his height. But the minute he lost control of the argument, or what you must say, the commentary, was when he mentioned LeBron James as a father. That right there, I knew for sure it was going to go elsewhere. And LeBron stepped to him about that. He was like, yo, keep my son's name out your effing mouth. And Stephen A. looked very unconfrontational. Now, interesting enough, him and Chris Rock was in a similar situation. They said, look, I don't want to mess up the bag. I don't want to make these white folks look at me a certain way. Look, man, they already gonna look at you a certain way. When you standing in this journalistic field, you gotta stand on your shit, bro. You gotta stand on it, like it or not. Cause see, how I would have handled it, I would have been like, look, okay, so what we gonna do? We could talk about it. If you want to swing on me, let's go get it going right now. We could talk it out like men. We could squabble later on. What we doing? But see, he bitched him out just like that, and Stephen A's ego can't take that because he built his brand of being loud and rambunctious, and you know what I'm saying, being, as they would say, that straight shooter. Hey, yo, Sam. What up, Sam, man? What it do, though? I wanted to jump on live, man, because this Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James thing is crazy. I'm going to tell you something. Don't sleep. I'm going to tell y'all something. Stephen A. might give him one. I know everybody looking at the size factor. But you see how he was hitting that heavy bag, right? He might get one. He might get Bron with one in the chin. I don't know. I haven't seen LeBron scrap. We haven't seen Stephen A. scrap. But Stephen A. might get lucky. He might do a Joey Styles in the JBL. Might catch him with one. I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about, man. But his ego is bruised. And you mentioned it earlier, bro. His ego has not been the same. Because, you know, when a man backing you down like that, it's hard to talk your way out of it. I'm thinking what happened was they didn't want this to go public. Like, they didn't want this to be public because, you know, we're in the social media age and everybody's running with the footage however they see fit. Stephen A. Smith from the Bronx. Yeah, you better fight. Shit. You don't let them Akron niggas punk you. You better fight, nigga. That's in your DNA. Same with Chris Rock. Chris Rock from Brooklyn, man. He let a Philly nigga punk him. What's up with y'all letting these up north Midwest niggas punk him, man? Like, come on, y'all supposed to be from the boroughs, man. Sitting there, man, I don't want to mess up my bag. Nigga, fuck that, man. Look, it's time to throw down, man. Even if he would have got one in, shit, you would have got a lawsuit. But at the same time, it's better than this. Because even Chris Rock look like a whole chump. I keep it brick. He look like a whole chump out there. Let a man come over here and try to slap me. And he gon' see, what got me was this, bro. It ain't the slap. Because, you know, sometimes we could get caught off guard. We sitting there like, oh, this nigga just slapped me? And, you know, you befuddled a little bit. But the way Will walked away, he took a smooth ass walk, man. That nigga walked like Shaft and shit. There's no way, nigga. I would have clipped the leg. I would have pulled a horseman, nigga. I would have clipped his leg on some Arn Anderson shit, bro. There's no way in hell that nigga gonna walk like Denzel or Shaft through a player walk after slapping me. Hell no. Oh, we gotta get it on backstage, man. We gotta get it. We gotta do something, man. Cause I'm like, look, I'm a man. I gotta have my face back first, man. Like, look, we gotta get that fair one. But see, we in the content era now. These niggas don't understand manhood. They put content over manhood now. So Chris Rock figured, well, I could make me a tons of money off of this. But think about this. He gonna go over there and rant on Will Smith for 15 minutes. But nigga, that don't matter. You gotta take that fade. Same with Stephen A. All that's talking don't matter. You gotta get one in. Will walked away. Man, shit. That nigga did a player walk, slapped the shit out of him and just walked away like he was on a red carpet or something. There's no way a nigga could do that to me. I would have to jump on his back. I have to put him in the headlock. I'm gonna have to give him a wedgie. Like, seriously. I would have to, nah, man, no. That's the most disrespectful part about the whole thing. It ain't even the slap to me. It's the reactionary pause after the slap. Like, a nigga gonna slap you and he just gonna walk away like it's real smooth. Same with LeBron. I'm like, there's no way he gonna feel comfortable embarking on me like that. I would have had, man, look, Stephen A. should have took his hand out of his suit pocket and just manned up. Cause this is the field we in. Even with this. You know this, Sam, man, because you've been a part of my show for about 10 years now, off and on. We never go in on people's personal lives. We never did. Now, as much as we gave the guillotine to Snoop, we never mentioned Snoop's kids. We never mentioned Snoop Dogg's family. We mentioned all the bozo stuff that he's probably done. He's using him as an example. But we never go in on people's families. Even no, we never do that. That's crossing the line. And I think Stephen A realized that. That's why it's kind of hard for him to pivot this angle that he's in. When you mention a man's family, it's a totally different ball game. No, we never go too crazy. No, never. Because you can't come back from that. Then you're asking for it. So he knew he kind of messed up right there. And if he was smart, he should have been like, look, man, man up and say, look, I apologize for what I said. I didn't mean that. What did he say exactly? Well, what he did say was, he said, hold on. I don't want to play this on YouTube because of copyright purposes. Hold on, I'm going to read it to you. But I remember what he said. He said, as a father, you need to stop exploiting like Bronny James or whatever. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Hold on one second. What started the Stephen A. Smith, LeBron feud? We got to just go to Google. Got to go to Google. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these articles be long. Okay, what did Stephen A. Smith say about Bronny? Smith previously said on air that Bronny should play in the G League this year rather than split time with the NBA. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Smith said on the January 29th episode of First Take. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because his dad. And now it says here, the back and forth began on March 6th when James sought out Smith for an animated conversation before the fourth quarter of the Los Angeles win over the New York Knicks, with both sides since confirming the conversation centered on Smith's coverage of James' son Bronny James, who the Lakers drafted within the 55th pick. Yeah. So LeBron looked at it like, man, look, we could talk about basketball, but you mentioned my parenting skills. And that's where it goes beyond basketball. You can't diss families on a diss record. Yeah, man. I mean, niggas go cross. They definitely cross the line. There's been many lines that have been crossed within diss records. Cause it goes beyond rapping. It goes to man shit now. And was he wrong though? Now let me tell you, this is where it gets tricky. Now I'm two-sided on this. I'm two-sided on it, bro. On the black pride side, I don't see nothing wrong with nepotism because we see white people do it all the time. We see white people empower themselves because of their family members, because of their friends. It's practiced in corporate America. I see it all the time. So I understand LeBron probably wanted to, set up a nest egg for his son. I don't fault that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fault that at all. However, me being a ball fan, me being a hoops fan, we gotta be honest, bro. The kid ain't worth the hype in a way. Like, he's not that great, but he's getting better. Now, can he improve? Yes. But he's getting the flack for that because LeBron put that out there. Like, he put some unnecessary pressure on the man. And on top of that, when he's saying stuff on Twitter like, oh, well, I think my son is better in the league than all these guys. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, you put unnecessary pressure. You putting that unnecessary pressure on Bronny right there, though. Now, LeBron did some moves right there that I'm not cool with. Like, you putting that unnecessary pressure on him like that. Because there's going to be people in the league as it is that are already going to feel a sort of way because you bringing your son in the league. You know what I mean? They're going to already feel a sort of way because they had the... Hold on, you did that to a black man on a public platform, and I believe after that, he planned that whole thing. You know what? You never know. You never know, bro. Because we live in the era of bread and circuses. I don't know what's real anymore. We sitting there questioning did Adam 22 get arrested or not. I don't know. Everything is like a play these days. Ain't never know what's playing these days. But you know, we just gotta call it like we see it, you know. But I feel like this. If LeBron and Stephen A had a relationship, this shit should have been handled behind closed doors. This shit should have been handled behind the scenes. Because now you're getting the public to come in and give reactionary parts of that. You know? And I salute LeBron for what he does. Then you went on the white man platform and McAfee don't know basketball from an apple and talk to a black joke like that. That's funny. Because he don't. And I like McAfee, man, but he don't know shit about ball, bro. But yeah, man, it's like I don't like that personally, man. Now notice this. Stephen A did that too. He went ahead, when he talked his ish, he went on his platform and he went on Gilbert Arenas. I don't like when brothers go in front of these white guys and airing issues out. I personally don't like that. Now, what LeBron should have done was it was already nobody was really talking about it no more. People just went ahead and just said what they had to say. But then he brought it back up on McAfee. So this is where Stephen A. Smith has responded again. He strikes me as a guy who won't confront a real nigga, but will do better. You know what? Let me put you on to something. Why you think he's so close to Drake? Because Drake is the same shit. Drake does the same shit he does in a way. Why you think him and Drake clicked up so well? Because Drake do the same thing in the rap world. The same thing LeBron is supposed to be doing in the basketball world. They two peas of the pot. And they stand bases as weird as hell. Yeah. It kind of does. It kind of does that though. You know what I mean? Because this has everything to do with Stephen A. Smith not saying that he's the best ever. Elaborate on that. LeBron is like the Drake of the NBA. Interesting. That's very interesting right there. Because I'm going to tell you, the way they handle things is that passive aggressive. Because Stephen A. brought that up earlier. He said, I'm tired of that passive aggressive shit that he does. Drake does the same thing. But in the public, you would think he's victimized. Just like, for example, I said this many times and niggas got mad. He did something to Kendrick Lamar behind the scenes. And come to find out, Marcellus Wiley, he brought it out. Because Drake was running him down before the ESPYs. And then, yeah, everybody's going with the narrative like, oh, Kendrick's ungrateful. Drake done looked out for him. No, man. He was running him down on an interview. He was disrespectful. And he threatened the ESPN he was not going to host the ESPYs if they aired it. So that's why Kendrick ain't rocking with that dude. I knew it had to be something. But back to the topic at hand. LeBron is like the Eric Bischoff of the NBA. Yo, I think that's more so Adam Silver. Adam Silver is more so the Tony Khan of the NBA because they run him like a fiddle. You know what I'm saying? Like they be running Silver like a mule. And he knows he has the fan base that will believe anything he say on a public platform. Oh. Now I got it now. LeBron had AD traded and lied and said he didn't. Morris said that LeBron wanted him on the Luka trade and he was on record saying he didn't know anything about it. Oh boy. Now see, I didn't know all this. See, I'm learning as I go. He straight played AD and they signed to the same agent. Wow. Oh man. This is interesting right here. Favorite NBA team? It is the Lakers. It is the Lakers, man, because I fucked with Bron as a player. You know what I mean? But as of late, I don't know. I'm wheeling towards the fence right now, bro. Like, I mean, Tim Moore is breaking down some shit that I didn't even know, because we already covered enough as it is. I cover hoops from time to time when I'm on Screwball Radio, but Tim is giving me some in-depth shit right here. This is good stuff right here. LeBron threw shade at Brian Winsworth when the guy didn't do anything to him. Oh wow. So basically LeBron is like the NBA Drake. Cause they're very similar in the way they move in a way. Like Drake does this type of shit. He'll like nobody knows. Like Drake will go after your girl but then play victim when people diss him publicly. It's just the way it is with these guys. Brian Windhorst got the ESPN one day and mentioned something about LeBron. He got sensitive. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is interesting. So they both whine and complain too. So basically, with LeBron James, so basically he doesn't like to be criticized, right? Like, so is he very sensitive with criticism? Because from what I'm seeing, he handling fame pretty well, considering like he don't have any scandals. He is a positive. Yeah, he represents a positive image. But is he that sensitive? Wow. I wouldn't have thunk it. LeBron has scandals. Oh man. They swept it under the rug. Now, let me tell y'all this. For somebody, I ain't talking about you, Tim. I ain't talking about Tim. But I got to listen to all what Carcino got to say. Because Carcino, he be going in on LeBron for real. That shit be funny as hell. I ain't going to lie. Now, even though we did a show years ago, going at Carcino, I got to say, his LeBron commentary be hilarious. Because it'd be hilarious, yo. That nigga hate LeBron James with a passion, bro. I don't know if he lost money on LeBron James. I don't know if LeBron James refused an autograph. But shit. Tiffany Stratton follows you. I don't know if that's the WWE Tiffany Stratton. There's a lot of fake profiles out there. Google the steroids incident. Okay. Yeah, I definitely will. But that's why I think his boy got caught with steroids. You ain't hear about it again. You talking about Bronny, or you talking about his other son? You talking about Bronny or his other son? Okay, LeBron. But yeah, man. Carcino used to be my favorite, but now it's you. Thanks, bro. Salute, man. LeBron's friend. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Yeah, man. Cause I'm to switch topics for a minute. We've been just trying to figure out how to bust this algorithm wide open, bro. Because they've been fucking with our page for a while, man. And when my page got on 2-week suspension, I've been put on ice. I'm trying to get my momentum back. So I've just been uploading content. Cause you gotta bust that algorithm back open so that way you get back into the recommends. Even though I'm monetized and stuff, but the checks is alright. It's alright. It ain't what it used to be. They cut that off. And YouTube, man, yeah, man, YouTube fuck with me bad, bro. Like they'll fuck with your views, and they'll find stuff that you did in 2016 and penalize you for you. Like that's what happened to me. They literally went ahead and went on an old interview that we did with K Reno and took the shit down, and then hit me with a strike and suspended my page for 2 weeks. Now my page been suspended twice before. How come is it that you had 2 weeks to look at my page, How come is it that you guys didn't do a whole background check on what I had and took it down? So they're gonna bring me back in, then suspend me again, then bring me back in a week later. That's crazy. Now we gotta talk about what you said about Ye being irrelevant later. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something on some real shit, man. And Sam, man, I found this out too. You see what Ye trying to piggyback on the rap versus wrestling wave, right? That me, you, Madison J, Griselda, all these niggas done started. Rated R, all these guys that started. His whole album visual is about his own wrestling shit. See what these niggas don't have, they don't have nothing to talk about no more. Ye don't have no Ghost Riders. His beats, he can't get them clear because the small hats own them. So what he doing, he trying to jack what we doing right now. Like I did the video, I did the Hollywood video for you. I did the video with I think it's called shit. I did two for Black Poet. I did the one using the Road Warriors and another one with Bruiser Brody. And them joints they did pretty good numbers, but these niggas they don't have nothing to talk about, man. They run out of shit to talk about. They get writer's block. So what they do, they'll start looking all over the internet and they be like, oh, appreciate it. Those videos are dope, my guy. I've been following you for a while. Appreciate you, man. So I'm telling the truth. And these industry dudes, they start looking for niggas to jack, like on the underground scene. They be like, okay, he got a fly new style. We gonna use the wrestling thing, but be slick, backhand slick with it. No. When the last time you heard Kanye even use a wrestling reference in his raps? Never. And I own a lot of his shit. I ain't never heard Kanye reference one wrestler in my life. I ain't never even hear him talk about anything related to wrestling, ever. I ain't never even seen him at a Raw. What is he doing coming over here in our lane? We made this rap versus rap meets wrestling thing pop, man. Now you trying to come and slum over here. You gotta pay, you gotta, as Big U would say, you gotta check in. You gotta pay the fee. But Bully Album was going back to the basics, just chopping samples and going raw with that. Yeah, that's what Puffy told him to do, man. Puffy told him, yo, you gotta go back to having fun with your music because we ain't feeling that shit. That shit you was putting out. So he listened to Puff Daddy about that. He does dress like a luchador though. And that nigga dress like a whole weirdo, man. He'll come to the club with no socks on, with no shoes on. He'll go to the club with some Kumo D shades and a tiger mask. That's the type of dude he on, man. Yeah, he'll come a tiger mask, some Kumo D shades, and some sandals. He'll go to the club with that on. I had that Bully album repeat. That sound like a throwback to me. I heard some stuff of it, man. To his credit, I will say it's good. It's way better than the shit he been putting out for the past several years. I mean, I haven't heard the whole thing, but I told niggas, y'all gotta pay homage, dog. Y'all coming in on the wrestling way because you see the business is booming, and all of a sudden you want to get a part of this, but don't want to pay homage to the architects. It don't work that way, dog. It all work. You see Raw, you hear Raw, Raw doing all these numbers. You see Travis Scott over there. Now y'all think it's cool to be a wrestling fan again. Nah, y'all can't come over here like that, man. We've been making this shit look cool, this rap and wrestling thing. The only one I could give is Wale. Wale been doing it. Sandman been doing it. Madison J been doing it. Rated R been doing it. I've been putting together with the visuals. Kanye West or Lil Wayne. Let me see. Ye needs to realize he cannot expect that people he associate with take the same risk he does. Correct. But see, Smoke Dizza, yeah, I forgot about Smoke Dizza. Big shout out to him. We've been a part of this, dog. West Side Gun, yep. And on top of that, I've been doing the visuals using the wrestling content for years. I've got props by New Jack, rest in peace. The Dudley Boys gave me props. Kurt Angle gave me props. Tommy Dreamer gave me props. What's his name? Tuco Scorpio gave me props. Raven gave me props. Man, look, our shit is out there, dog. Straight like that. They made, oh yeah, C.W. Anderson, big shout out to him. He reposted my shit. So we got the wrestling game in, though, man. We clicked in with some of the wrestlers out there. They may say those things in private, but they cannot say those things. Exactly. That's how this business is, bro. That's how this business is. They'll sit there and tweet you, yeah, you do your thing, God. But then they'll get up there and jack your whole shit. And I'm like, hold up, where's my props, nigga? You ain't even put me in the video. Lil Wayne has some hits and multiple albums. Kanye West and not. Yeah, Lil Wayne is cold, man. Like, what he's doing now, he's trying to, bridge in with the hot boys and stuff like that because his shows are not hitting no more, man. I mean, the last time I've been to a Lil Wayne show, it was like around 2022 or 23. It was a hot mess, man. The nigga was fried on drugs. He couldn't even remember half his fucking lyrics. His dreads was damn near rotting out of his scalp. Then he gonna try to bring in some Young Money sign in, and we know sold that shit. Like, we don't want to see this nigga, man. Like, who he? Heard he working on the new Carter. Man, that nigga needs some new. First of all, the nigga need to fix his dreads, bro. He need to get healthy, first of all, man. He'll get his dude a personal trainer or something. Get him a personal trainer and a rehab ticket or something. He don't need no more new music, man. He ain't focused. He ain't focused at all. That nigga need to dye those dreads. He need to get those tats away from his face. He need a whole facial. That nigga need a whole facial right now, man, because he don't even look presentable to bring out music. He don't even look like a star anymore. The old Weezy, man, he had the swag. I don't know who this guy is. And you know what gets me? And I got to get on this topic here. Because, speaking of Lil Wayne, I looked at the prices of Dreamville. I was going to go to that shit. But then I seen the prices, my nigga. $400 a head. What is going on in this world where everything you want to do feels like a damn luxury event now? What is going on in this? Like, I even looked at the Monday Night Raw tickets, fam, and them shits was high. Then I seen the WrestleMania for the festivities. John Cena was charging $25,000 for a damn lunch. I'm like, man, you better have a meal on the table for that shit. He charged $25K for a lunch. I'm like, man, what kind of Jay-Z $500K deal is this? What am I getting out of a $25K lunch with John Cena? He ain't put me in no movie. Damn, WrestleMania tickets were higher than Meth and Red at the Source Awards, man. What I'm gonna do? Then I read this too, that Stone Cold was charging $800 for an autograph. I said, shit. Then he also said too, if you want a beer with Mickey James and Austin Theory, you gotta pay at least 10 racks. I'm like, yo, huh? What? What the hell? Austin Theory, nigga, you in the bottom of the card. I gotta pay you 18 racks? What kind of chump is you to pay for that? You gotta be a whole chump to pay for that. I'm against paying for pictures anyway. Like, look, nah, I ain't paying no motherfucker for no picture, man. Damn that. I ain't that type of groupie. The rappers are millionaires and billionaires. I understand, man. Like, those days of breaking your back for a handshake and a hot dog. I understand y'all got bills, but fuck that, man. I'm not paying that shit. Hell no. Nah. These niggas is crazy, man. Like, everywhere you go, these ticket prices are ridiculous. What used to be Section C 126 at a Knick game in 1995, which was $40. It's probably now $300 now. Nosebleeds in the 90s used to be about probably about $200 to $300. The WWE will price themselves out the market. They forgot who Wade Raw and what made them. Yo, that goes for any business, dog, because you pricing the real fans out. When you look at these events, you don't really see us out there. I'm not talking about like black people or white people. I'm talking about people that bring crowd energy. The passionate people that bring the crowd energy. You don't see us out there because they outpriced us. But see, who you see out there are these celebrities. You see the streamers. You see the influencers. You see the IG models. You see CM Punk about to cuss this IG model out because he tried to touch him. You see those type of people out there, and they don't bring no good energy to the product. Man, look. We brought energy like a motherfucker out there to these crowds for real. But these guys, everybody doing this. They just want to be seen. Oh, we're outside. Oh, we doing this. Oh, and then you want to put it in your little stories. They don't even enjoy the moment, bro. They don't enjoy the moment. We put our phones down. We enjoyed everything. That's why you look at those old crowds from probably 2000 up to 2010. We were out there. We brought the fun. We brought the energy. I would say the rappers, the higher the cost to the tickets. Because what they're doing is these companies don't care about fan attraction. They care about who buys. So instead of seeing guys like me or Sandman or Timothy, you're going to see nothing but a bunch of consonants out there. And what they only there to do? They only there to get clout. They only out there to get attention. They only out there just to be seen. So all they're going to do is just be on their little phones and just do this for a whole time. That's why when you look at these shows, the shit be dead. Man, look, we was out there at all these shows, bro. We was throwing shit at the wrestlers. We were jumping in the ring, getting our ass whooped. But that was a part of the game. I didn't like Travis Scott. That's the shit I'm talking about. And they don't even involve him in the story. They did that just for a prop up. And you can tell they don't even know who that motherfucker is. They just see a popular name. What it looked like to me, they don't even do research on niggas. Especially the black people that they bring up there. They don't do research on these niggas. They just look at the follower count. Oh, Travis Scott. He has 25 million followers. Bring him on. He don't have no knowledge of the product. Now, I don't know if he's a fan or not, but I'm using him as an example. But he probably don't know nothing about the product. He don't know nothing about the stories, but he just there. Put him in there as a plant and have the people believe, oh, we got so-and-so at the show. It's bullshit. They're not really fans of it. That same thing with the NBA and the NFL too. Like, what does Ice Spice know about football? But you had her out there. What does Ice Spice know about football? She can't even tell you what a touchdown is. Yeah. I just use Travis Scott as an example though. So I know he pretty much knows about wrestling, but many people, they don't know nothing about the shit. They just see it as a clout train. Just like Sandman in the Jobbers group, they was airing out some Nigerian chick or whatever. She was talking bad about people. And she supposed to be a wrestler fan. But this bitch, she only jumped on the wave because it's hot. She don't know a wristwatch from a wristwatch. She don't know nothing about the product, but she figured, hey, let me just get some content out of it. You got to be aware of that. That's why we got to weaver the vultures out of there. I think Travis Scott got a record label called Cactus Jack. Absolutely nothing. You're not reading it properly. I was so glad that the Chiefs lost because I cannot stand Taylor Swift. Cause see, Taylor Swift, I think, knows about football though, in a way, because shoot, that's white culture right there. That's a white culturalized sport. But you know damn well Ice Spice don't know nothing about no football. She can't even tell you what a field goal is. But they just put her out there for clout. Hold on one second. Yeah. I had to put my phone on the charger real quick, cause you know, when we on the build, man, we building over here. Yeah, to charge my shit. I was like, damn, I'm at 5% already? God dang. But see, this is what yeah, she don't know. I was just fucking with you, man. I was just trying to sound unbiased. But they don't know nothing about football, but they use them as prop ups to bring audiences. So they figure, hey, this person got a following. Let's bring him on. Oh, they don't even, but see, they don't even do no they don't do no background checks at all. They just put a nigga up there because he got a following. That's all it is. I heard that Nicki Minaj concert was here was alright. It wasn't that good as I thought. Nah, man, Young Money is done. They had a run. That shit is done, man. Add me, and I know my girl McFat gonna kill me or that one, but I'm gonna show this clip to her. I'm like, yo boys is finished. You can't talk about my boys at Death Row. At least Suge Knight is doing podcasts, motherfucker. He Suge Knight out there being active and moving the internet. Lil Wayne cold. Drake, he hiding from Kendrick Lamar. Like he the boogeyman or something. And Nicki Minaj been cold forever. Shit. At least Suge Knight active and he in jail. Oh man. You know what? I've been watching I've been watching clips of that every day of big shout out to Art of Dialogue, man. Like he's knocking the ball out crazy with these Suge Knight interviews, man. And I'm trying to think, man. He must got Suge on speed dial or something, man. Because I'm like, damn, every day there's been some new Suge Knight content. This is the most he's spoken 20 years. And he been going at everybody. Now, he gonna embellish a lot of stuff, because that's what Suge does, man. I'm just hoping that he ain't trying to extort Art, because I'm like, nah, man, don't do that to Art, man. Art a good dude, man. Art is a good dude, for real. Like, I had him on the show. I'm the only one that got an interview with Art of Dialogue, believe it or not. I'm the only one out of everybody on the planet. I'm the only one that got an Art of Dialogue interview. I interviewed him when he was really getting up there. And now he's up there. That's a beautiful thing to see. Nicki Minaj is definitely one of the best. Yeah, I ain't taking that away from her. Like that song she put out. I like the Dreams joint that she did. We making the Biggie joint. I like that I like that Monster verse. Classic. I like woof, woof, like a dungeon dragon. That joint she did with Eminem, fire. I like that. There's some stuff she put out that I like. Even though Lil Kim was out there hating, we got to keep it brick on that shit. Lil Kim was hating like a motherfucker, man. But see, everybody hated Young Money at the time, so we just roll with it. Yo, we know we was wrong. Because Nicki Minaj gave Lil Kim her props, yo. But Lil Kim a hater. Like, you know, she was hating. Lil Kim was using that shit as a way to get in. Yeah, Sam, man, you know we was wrong. I mean, I ain't talking about you, but you know we was wrong. But everybody looked at Kim like, yo, we gotta ride with Kim, you know, because, you know, she was down with Biggie. She did all the classic songs. We gotta ride with her. We don't like this new shit. You know we did that shit. But at the same time, we was wrong. Lil Kim was hating, man. She put that shit out there. I think it was called Pink Massacre, Pink Friday, or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, but Nicki paid homage to her though. It ain't like that was the main beef. Main issue with the beef was she felt nobody was paying homage to her, but Nicki Minaj already did. She was on record doing that. But Lil Kim used this as an angle to get back in. See, these niggas be slick. It's a slick way of doing shit. Just like Common did the same shit with when he was going at Drake. He's slick. He put out the You So Sweet joint. That joint was hard. That joint was hard. But then he wouldn't mention Drake's name though, but we know he was talking about Drake, because Drake was like the poster child of everybody want to get their shit off. Everybody want to get their shit off because they hated Drake, but they won't admit it because he had that machine behind him. But we know damn well them niggas was doing, we knew what they was doing, but they were our heroes at the time. We was like, nah, man, we got to ride with these niggas, man. Fuck that shit. Same thing with Ja Rule and DMX, man. I said this in a video I did several months ago. I was like, man, we know DMX was wrong, man, but we fuck with X more. We knew he was wrong, bro. DMX started that shit, but we didn't like Ja Rule yet like that. So we went ahead and rolled with DMX just because we like X more. So yeah, we want to apologize to Ja. It's always over a woman. Beef over Serena. It's always over a woman. It's always over a woman, unfortunately. But I'm telling y'all, man, but we seen the play. Even KRS-One tried to do that with Nelly. You know damn well Nelly was not thinking of no KRS-One. But niggas roll with it because we like KRS-One a little bit better. We ain't like what Nelly was putting out. Even though I like some of Nelly's tunes, but everybody like Chris because, you know, Chris represented that boom bap. He represented that hardcore real hip hop. But we knew it was wrong, but at the same time, we was like, yo, we gonna ride with Chris because, you know, he hip hop. We don't like Nelly. But Nelly was right though, man. I mean, we gotta be fair now. I mean, you know, I'm going through a renaissance now. I'm like, yo, we let a lot of shit ride, bro. We let our OGs get passes. That shit was wrong, and we knew it was wrong. We knew it was wrong, bro. But I was like, nah, man, we don't like Nelly. Get Nelly up out of here. But Nelly made some cool stuff too, man. I listen to everybody. But if it's corny, I ain't gonna listen to it. Yeah, that was corny too. But yeah, man, like I said, we let a lot of stuff rock, bro. Oh, another thing too. I want to tackle on this. Now, this hit home, man. That's why I wore the Wu-Tang shit right now, man. But they was saying that Redman and Method Man were no longer hanging out, and people are interpreting this like there's some type of friction between the two. I don't think that's the case, y'all. I think it's just a matter of people just growing apart because they have different plateaus in their life. They both got family and children and grandchildren and all that. So it's kind of like, that's my man's, but we don't have to hang out every day like that. Because see, Redman has become a very recluse guy. You don't really see him in public like that no more. This is the first time Redman really did a lot of press in years, honestly. Cause there's some people there that's cool with me. I ain't heard from them niggas in months, but when I see them in the street, it's all love, bro. But we just have different paths, man. We just have different things going on, man. Everybody has kids, everybody has jobs, everybody has careers, but that doesn't mean there's no beef. And Redman's a really recluse guy because when you've been in the public eye like him for 20, 30 years of your life, you don't want to fuck with nobody. Like Red been a celebrity since 91. That's 30 something years. So he wants to be like, look, I don't want to be in the cameras. And I met Meth and Red before. They real cool guys. I mean, they some of the all the celebrity niggas I met, they's probably were the coolest. And I can tell even with Meth ain't that type of guy that play around with bullshit either. Meth is like, he's the type of guy that he'll do his thing, he'll stay out the way. That's what I like about both of them guys. They stay out the way of the drama and BS. They just put their stuff out and just go by their business. That's the type of niggas that I like, pause. But it's nothing like that at all, man. You know how it is. People take things how for what it is. Only time I would probably think there was probably an issue was Method Man. He probably realized that my years as being a full-time rapper is almost coming to a close. And it's not having nothing to do with the health issue because he's looked physically fit, but more so a generation issue. Because think about this, yo. When they did Summer Jam and the crowd act like they didn't know who they was, that shit fuck with you, bro. That shit bothers you. Like, if you go performing and nobody knows your music, nobody's engaging. You're used to doing microphone checker, and the sword lecture, everybody doing this shit. No, everybody just doing this now, just looking on their phone, just like, who's these people? That bothers you. Just like I mentioned the other day with Amarion. These guys are in the new era. Their fan base, they're at home. Them niggas got CDLs. Them niggas is at work. They punching the clock. The new fans are the influencers. They're the ones buying the tickets now. Because, you know, the guys, the people, their base can't afford them no more. They're doing what real life stuff is. The new generation is coming to the shows now. The higher class. The higher class to the rich. Those are the only ones that are really making up the vast majority of the shows. They got CDLs. Yeah, them niggas got CDLs, dog. Them niggas got CDLs. They got barber licenses. They got all that, man. They ain't thinking about these rap niggas no more. They ain't thinking about going to no concert. Them dudes running barbershops. They got CDLs. Come on, man. Them niggas is, man, I'm telling you. Fans only go for Chris Brown. Believe it or not, Chris Brown probably the only one left that could really bring old fans and new fans. A lot of rappers, they really can't because they have a cliche audience. But this is the new reality, like you said, bro. Like, this is the real reality. Like, you coming in, you performing, and 75 to 80% of your fans are not there. 75 to 80% of those fans are not there anymore. And that was your base. So now you got to pivot a little bit, and that's demoralizing. I can't imagine how Omarion feel. Like, you doing all that motherfucking dance move and do touch, do touch, doing all this shit, and nobody even knowing who you are. Come on, man, that's demoralizing. That's why Wu-Tang putting out an album hurt my soul. I don't mind them releasing music, but the music gotta be good. I don't care if these niggas put out music till they 80. The music gotta be good. But it's a difference between putting out an album and performing, though. Performing is a different level right here. And see, yeah, rich people and high class people are only one of these concerts. And yep, they outpriced their base. RZA ain't been had it no more. I did a video about that last year. Nah, the Abbott don't got nothing left in the tank, bro. He done went to Hollywood, got that bag, and he good. But see, these other producers, that's who I be checking for. The Alchemist, Rock Marciano, Muggs. Muggs is killing it right now. And I got RZA, my top 5 producers of all time. Yeah, the Abbott, he done got situated now, man. Alchemist and Muggs, they killing it right now. Absolutely, he's an understudy. But I'm telling you, man, it's just like this. Rappers got to figure it out, man. Like, these hip hop has to figure it out. How can you reach to your base and keep your base invested? That's a discussion that you got to have, man. Like, I don't like seeing that shit. I don't like seeing dudes put their heart out on stage only to be no soul. Niggas was looking like Scotty Too Hottie. I mean, what's his name? Grandmaster Sexay when he came out of Raw. They were looking at him like, who the fuck is this? That shit hurt. That hurt, bro. You remember that saying, man, when Grandmaster Sexay came out there on Raw, he did his goofy dance, and everybody in the crowd just was just dead silence. That was sad, bro. I ain't even want to laugh, bro. I ain't even want to laugh at that shit, bro. But that was like watching somebody die in front of you, man. I was like, damn. And that's how these rappers is looking like right now, man. I can't stand seeing a nigga that sold out the Garden on his heyday get no soul. I mean, that's a sad sight to watch. Like, shit. I quit. Like, I'll quit and do a teaching job or something. Cause, man. And he would dress casual. Nah, man, but real talk, man, that shit was a misfire, man. He should have brought Scotty Too Hottie out there at least. They would have did the Worm or something. And brought Rikishi out there. Like, man, why you let that man play himself like that? Let that man play himself, man. I said, damn. He wasn't wearing his ring gear though. Yeah, he messed up big time, man. That was a big misfire, man. Then he could try to take it out on Jerry Lawler. I'm like, man, that ain't Jerry Lawler's fault. Shit. You gonna get mad at Jerry Lawler because nobody knew who the fuck you was, man. Jerry Lawler should have whooped his ass on sight. And that's his son. Should have beat your son ass. At least he would have got some cheers. But that's weird. No average people at the shows anymore. Yeah, man. That's the industry right now. The industry within society has priced out the average Joe. Why you think even though I seen this video on TikTok, this guy said that his daughter wanted to see Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift shows is like what, 10 grand? 10 grand. Hell no. Wait, 10 grand? You motherfuckers is paying 10 grand for all this shit? You know what we could do with 10 G's right now, nigga? In 2025. This ain't like 1984. Like, come on. It's ridiculous, man, but these companies, that's why I even said myself, I was saying this on Sandman's show the other day, when these big corporations start getting their hands on product, it's not going to be good. That's what's happening with the WWE, because now the show doesn't feel like wrestling anymore, man. You see all these fucking ads on the damn ring. You see all these celebrities that we don't know in the crowd. They keep shooting this motherfucker like, this guy got a special on Netflix. I'm like, I don't know this dude, man. Like, what the fuck is this? Give me the celebrities that we used to know, man. Like, give me somebody like Jack Nicholson or Al Pacino or Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci or Denzel Washington. You showing me a motherfucker that got a Netflix special and nobody gonna watch. And they use that for boasting. I don't like this streamer Tubi celebrity era, man, because it's making any Joe Schmo look like a popular guy. That's not the way, man. But they get money though. That's the crazy part about this. I didn't know Casanat had a Nike deal. The fuck? They wouldn't give my black ass no Nike deal. Let me read this up. Hold on, I read this telling how the fuck Casanat got a damn Nike deal. Hold on one second. This motherfucker has a deal with Nike. It said, Casanat, a popular streamer, partnered with Nike to be the first streamer officially endorsed by a sportswear brand, and they unveiled a unique twist on a classic Air Max 1 named the Low Poly. How the hell does he get a deal? Nigga, where's my Nike contract, nigga? Nigga, give me a, what's the name of it? Man, where Reebok at, nigga? Give me a deal. This shit is nuts, man. But yo, I'm about to go ahead and sign up, man. I'm about to sign up out of here, man. It was good chopping it up with y'all. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Big shout out to Sandman for tuning through. I gotta go take care of some things. So subscribe, salute this channel. I'm gonna support y'all. We're gonna keep hitting y'all with a live every other day or every other week. So y'all stay tuned. Holla.